Can I request all participants to mute their videos and their speakers? May I request all participants to mute their videos and the record microphones? Ashok Basra sir, can you mute your video, sir? May I request all to mute their videos and the speakers? Mohit Verma sir, did you join?
I have joined.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Please wait. I will wait for another 2-3 minutes. The advisor, sir, Mohammad Ishfaq, let him join, then we'll start.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Ashok Basra, sir, can you switch off your video? Shaikia, sir, shall we start? Advisor, sir, has already on the line. He had joined. Shaikia, sir?
Yes, we can join, but let us check advisor sir if he is online.
I think he is online. Just check in once in phone that then we can start.
Yeah. Let me check.
Yeah. All are requested to switch off their microphone.
Yes, Mr. Anup, we can start. Sir has already joined us.
Okay. All are requested to switch off their microphone and video also. Please switch off your microphone and the videos. Please switch off your microphone and videos. Now we will start. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to SPM Niwas, Kolkata. We have a brief history of this our webinar series. This is the fifth of the series. We will be organizing one after another. Today's topic is water quality sampling and analysis with IT support. I'll just introduce Mr. Mohit Bharma. He is the speaker of today. Then Mr. Shoikia will take up the talk about our institute, and advisor sir will welcome to everyone and the Mohit Bharma sir. Please switch off your ma'am. Please switch off your microphone. Mr. Mohit Bharma is a executive engineer in Punjab Water Supply and Sewerage Board. He had a long-standing experience. He's a postgraduate engineer in soil mechanics and foundation engineering. Currently, he is doing his PhD from IIT Ropar, Punjab. And he had a long-standing experience in hydrogeochemistry, contaminated transport, wastewater remediation, sewage cleaning, and development an online IT-based module for water quality sampling and distribution of sodium hypochlorite solution. So I'll request Saikia sir to give the introduction about the institute and hand over the microphone to our advisor Ishfaq sir for the other introductions. Over to Saikia sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anup. So welcome to all from SPM Niwas. SPM Niwas, Shama Prasad Mukherjee National Institute of Water and Sanitation is a premier institute of Government of India. It is basically constituted for development of a vast sector. Today, Mr. Mohit Bharma will present a topic in this webinar, water quality sampling and analysis with IT support. Significance of this presentation is basically use of IT tools for dissemination of outcomes correctly with real-time monitoring. We all understand the importance of water sample analysis as per Uniform Drinking Water Quality Monitoring Protocol and how it coordinates with Jal Jeevan mission. For this presentation, Mr. Bharma has analyzed 1,575 numbers water samples from 433 number sources scattered in 21 districts comprising of 63 numbers urban local bodies in Punjab. In this presentation, we'll see how Mr. Bharma has successfully used IT tools in both collection of water samples and its analysis, and that is the significance of this presentation. In this presentation, he has touched everything right from water sample collection protocol to the outcome of the analysis. Hope all of us will find interest in this innovative approach and it will be beneficial to all of us. This presentation will be in two parts. In the first part, Mr. Mohit Bharma will present his paper, and we expect nobody to interfere because after the presentation is over, we are keeping some time for question and answer session, and during that time, please raise your hand electronically so that you can ask your question. And sometimes time falls short for such question answer session, so we are planning to upload Google chat box so that you can write your question there, and we shall try to send the answers to your email address. Thank you very much. And now over to our advisor, sir. Ishfaq, sir? Sir, out there? Let us wait for a few moments, please.
Host is requested to unmute our advisor, sir, because his microphone is muted directly. Please unmute Mohammad Ishfaq sir's microphone.
Actually, there is some technical problem with Ishfaq sir. Sir, let us wait for a few moments, please.
Actually, the microphone has been muted by by our host, so we can tell to unmute his microphone. Can anyone unmute his microphone, sir's microphone?
Hello.
All participants.
आरोप जी मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Am I audible?
हाँ सर, आवाज आ रही है सर.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now.
Now so good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I welcome Shri Mohit Verma, who is basically executive engineer with Punjab Water Supply and Sewerage Board, and now he is working as PhD research at IIT Ropar. So Mohit Verma has done extensive work in the water quality. Right now, he's also working on emerging contaminants in the drinking water. So when he was working as an executive engineer at Punjab Water Supply and Sewerage Board, he has developed a very beautiful system of sample collection. I think most of you will not find anything new in his work. What he has done is he has done a lot of effort to standardize. I think Shri Kumar Chobe, please mute your mic. So he has done the work to standardize the sample collection. As I have seen in the participant list, many chemists have also joined the workshop. There is a welcome step. But most of them will agree with me. Apart from doing the quality testing, having the good quality SOPs while you are analyzing the sample at the lab, it is equally and rather more important than how you are collecting the sample, what kind of bottles you are using, what kind of process you are following while collecting the sample. Because if you are collecting a sample in a bad manner, the risk is very high that you may get the bad quality results also. So today's presentation will enrich the knowledge of the participants that how a simple procedure can be implemented, and he has done the work that is the paperless procedure. You need not to fill any data sheet, you don't need any paper entries, everything done in the digital manner. So it's the beauty of that system, and it has been integrated with the portal, and then the monitoring by the end user, maybe the engineers, is also online. So I will not take much time on this issue, but once again, a few words about the SPM Nivas. SPM Nivas is coming up very fast as a National Institute of Eminence in the field of WASH, and we are trying here to disseminate the knowledge of WASH sector.
कोई IAS रिटायर्ड IAS वाटर क्वालिटी के ऊपर नेशनल लेवल पे बोल रहे हैं.
So, Mr. Sushil Kumar Chobe, I think if you can please mute your mic, or I request from the backend team to mute his mic, because yes, thank you. So at SPM Nivas, we are taking all the steps to disseminate the good work done by the various stakeholders. So I also request everyone who is present in the video conference that if in case you feel that you have done some good work, please share with us your PPT, your note, so with Mr. Sekia, so that we can review that note or the PPT, and if we find fit to be good enough to be shared with the all India level, then we will also provide you the platform to share your success stories There's another request that please promote this video conferencing. Now we have standardized the timing. It will be on every alternate day, and it will be covering both chapters, topics related to water and sanitation. So everybody is welcome to send their success story, their case studies, even their failure studies also, the critical analysis of the systems also. So whatever you are doing good work and you feel that is very good work, which can be shared with the participant from our entire country, please send it to us, and we will try to give you the platform and we request you to present your study here in the platform. And my request to all the participants is please keep engaged till the end. And in the end, you can ask any question to Mr. Mohit, and he will be able to address your question answer. But I say humble request, please don't disturb the speaker while he is delivering the lecture, because in a webinar mode, we have to provide some integrity to the system. So I am requesting everyone to keep their mic mute, and when the lecture is completed, then everybody will be welcome to ask the question. Mr. Seki has already explained that there is a provision in the video conference to raise your hands digitally. So whoever is raising the hand digitally, Mr. Seki or Mr. Arup will be inviting them to ask the questions. And then please, after asking the question, please wait for the response from the speaker. Then we can carry on this for 30 minutes or 35 minutes. In case you feel still you have much more matter to be discussed, we are providing you a Google form link also. There you can share your query. That query we will send it to the speaker and requesting him to reply back to you via email. So with these words, I again welcome everyone here who has joined the video conference. I also welcome Mr. Mohit Verma and request him to give his presentation. Shri Mohit Verma.
So good evening to all. Am I audible first? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
you are
sir, you
audible.
are audible.
And my screen is visible to all, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes, your screen is visible, sir.
Let me go to the full screen mode. So it is. So if I lost the connection in between, so you kindly let me know, because sometime due to technical issues, the connectivity is lost. So you let me know if some connectivity issue happens. So first of all, hello. Sir, shall I start?
Yeah, please start.
Yes, sir, you please start, sir.
So good evening to all. First of all, I would like to thank Shri Mohammad Ishfaq ji and the SPM Nivas for giving me opportunity to present my work titled Drinking Water Sampling and Analysis with IT Support. So this was the work done under the guidance of Shri Mohammad Ishfaq ji when I was executive engineer in Punjab Water Supply Sewerage Board. So I will be briefing you from the beginning to the end what is the importance of the system and how this system can be implemented or replicated to the other part of the country. So the best part of the system is it is a fully automated system and it don't have a human intervention. So basically it's not a much novel system, or it's basically what we have done. We have standardized the water sample, water quality process from the sampling point to the basically the quality aspects and the analysis. So in this presentation, I will be covering the scope and the CPHO requirements that is required to be addressed by the state departments, and the material and resources that we have used for materializing this work on the field. Then the framework and institutional requirements for the Punjab Water Supply Sewerage Board, how we have implemented this in the ground level, and what are the outcomes of this project. And after that, we have done some extended work of this at IIT Ropar. This is basically the water quality estimation and the health risk assessment using the drinking water quality data. So to begin with, basically the scope of this work is to implement it in the state of Punjab. So the Department of Punjab Water Supply Sewerage Board, it looks for the urban areas, and we have around 63 ULBs, urban local bodies, that we cater for that, providing the drinking water to the community. So these 63 towns have around 501 tube wells, 24 water treatment plants. And what we have done, we have not only analyzing the water quality at the source. So within the distribution network or the towns, we have made some distribution points. Those are at the farthest location from the water source. So that we are also catering to know the water quality status at the tail end. So our purpose is not only to quantify the water quality in the source level, but at the tail end also, the farthest level of the town, that we have tried to capture in this work for the assessment of the water quality. So the saturatory guidelines, basically why we are going for this system, because water sampling and water quality is quite old method, and it is being done in the whole country from quite old time. So the major reason is basically what we do as engineers on the ground. We do the monitoring of water quality when we have to do it, basically when some epidemic cause, or when basically we have to submit a report to NGT, or we have to comply some statutory requirements. So we send the samples, and quite many times what happens, the sample got failed also, because it's not like the analysis issue or the source have some issue, but the way we are conducting the sampling, that is also quite important. So in this whole process, we have designed the method in such a way that we have standardized the water quality sampling protocols. So based on the parameters, we have decided to go for individual. Can you please mute your phone? So it is causing some disturbance. Hello. So how we have proceeded in this? So we have complied the CPHO guidelines, for which are available in the water quality manual of CPHU. So, and for this we have made a dedicated wing in the Punjab Water Resources Board.
Please mute your phone. Please mute your microphone. It is disturbing to our presenter. Krishnagiri Lab, please. Krishnagiri Lab, please mute your microphone. Krishnagiri Lab, please mute your phone.
Hello.
Can you please forcefully mute the phones? Hello. May I request the host to mute the phones, please? Thank you. So basically, in this system, what we have done, we have used the IT support, or the application of the mobile. Everybody uses the smartphone right now these days. So with the mobile application and the IT as a tool, we have tried to devise a mechanism which is fully automated system and paperless system, and the number of intervention points are kept so less, so it is a self-sustainable model. So one cannot basically tweak into the system. And so what we are doing, so we are using this mobile app based support, and we are doing the advanced planning for sample collection. So as per protocol, we are doing some quarterly sampling and the annual sampling. So every town, every source is planned automatically initially, and that is done by the backend user or at the head office level. Then sample analysis is done with the help of the water supply and sanitation department.
Mohit, I am interrupting you. Your PPT is not working. I think you are sharing the wrong screen. Your PPT is not moving. You're still at the
Hello.
Your PPT is not moving. Still you're at the first screen only.
Mohinji, the PPT is on the first screen only. It's not moving.
Sir, let me share it again first. of all.
Now it's the second PPT we are in. Second slide.
Let me again share it. So
Yeah, reshare it once.
I will be sharing it the entire screen. So basically entire screen का option I don't have.
नहीं आप यहाँ भेज दीजिए, यहाँ से शेयर कर देंगे ये.
I already have sent them. Just
तो यहाँ से शेयर कर दीजिए रूप जी, यहाँ से शेयर कर दीजिए.
Sir, my screen is visible now.
Yeah, now it is visible, sir.
And it's basically moving also.
Yeah, it's visible now. It's moving.
Okay. So basically, I was at this slide, and I was discussing about the advanced planning of the sample collection. And after that, we have minimized the data entry requirements. So what we have done in this system, we have devised the the water samples into the 6 categories based on the various type of parameters. Why only 6 categories? Because each type of sample have different way of preserving, and different type of bottles are required, and the frequency also. So based on the CPHO manual and IS code, we have devised this 6 type of the categories for water sampling collection. Is for basic parameters and bacteriological, heavy metals, uranium. Then one category is basically the field testing that is performed by the field staff on the site only, and one is basically the wastewater. So these are the materials that we have used for as a resource. So it is generally quite cheap material, and best what we have done, we have standardized it. So, and we have given it to the water quality people that we have given training. And so this is also the list of material like testing kit, blow lamp, funnels. So these are the basically the chemical and glassware that are being used for the water quality sampling. And these are the 6 type of bottle that we have used from the basic parameter to the wastewater parameters. So for basic parameter, we are using a glass bottle borosilicate type, and for bacteriological, we have used the 300 ml BOD bottle, and for heavy metal, we are using amber colored bottle, and for uranium, we are using this polypropylene bottle as per the EPHCA guidelines, and field testing it we are performing on the site only, and for wastewater, we are using polypropylene bottle. And this type of vehicle we have arranged for the water sample collection. So these are done by the head office level. So all these activity is monitored at the head office level. And 2 vehicle we have engaged which have the GPS device also, that it can be tracked where the sampling is happening and how it is done. So that whole procedure is monitored by the head office. So this is the screenshot of the field staff that they are performing some on-site testing in the field. And this is a GPS system that is being tracked whether the sampling is done in the vehicle is going on the locations, or it is going, they are detouring it from the destinations. And this is the institutional setup, how we have devised this whole approach. So this is controlled by the executive engineer in head office, which have a SGO water quality. And we have appointed 2 junior engineers for the water quality assessment, and they have been given technical and clerk. So their head offices we have shifted based on the location of the labs. So in the end of the day, they can come to their headquarters and they can hand over the sample on the same day. So this is the Punjab ka map that basically we have divided into the two zones. One is this the yellow, that is Amritsar team, and one is this the green, that is the Mohali West team. So we have the 3 state-of-the-art laboratories by DWSS department. One is at Amritsar, and one is at the Mohali, and one is at Patiala. So the lower portion mainly consisting of Malwa region and Doaba region. So this part is basically catered by the Mohali team, and the upper part of the state is catered by the Amritsar team. And this is basically the institutional requirement. I will not be going into the role and responsibility. This we have, you can read it later on from the presentation also. And this is what we have done. So we have geotagged each location. So we have made the plate called geoplate. So this have been fixed at the water quality source, and that we have geotagged in our database. And we have given a mobile app where the person will be going and for the water quality sample collection, and he will be scanning the geocode, the QR code. And so nothing manual is done, everything is done by this procedure only. And on the bottle we make these QR codes. So these QR codes are basically scanned by the mobile app and they are geotagged. So we can come to know from the same location where the source is available, and we have the geotag plate, from the sample is being made available from the same location. It's not like that is happening like you have set some junior engineer to give the water sample and he has taken the sample from some other location. So this we have ensured that it is collected from the same location only. And this is the procedure how this whole process take place. So in the first step, the JE will be having the app that he will log in, and he will come to know from where I have to go and take the sample. Then he will reach the sampling location and he will take the picture and scan it. And then he will fill the sample on the water bottle and he will geotag the sample. On the end of the day, when he will go to his headquarters, he will deliver the samples to the water quality lab, and where the analyses are being done. And after the analysis, the data will be basically submitted to the dashboard. And this is the beauty of the system. Even what the water quality testing people don't know from where the sample is coming, because only the QR code is given on the number, and they will come to no other location after they have given the report. So that will be automatically uploaded to the system. So the lab staff will also not be knowing from where the sample has came, and it's basically the totally the double coded system. So we are doing the coding at the source level also, and at the lab level also. So this is the screenshot of the how we are doing the planning. So it is done in the Excel program, and that is uploaded in our database, from where the daily schedule and the SMS goes to the field junior engineers. And this is the type of the dashboard that we are using. Like so this has the whole sources, sampling locations. One can click on this, and this is available in the public domain on the website of the department. Anyone can access it, and anyone can download the data and can view the past record. This system is being working from 2019, and though I'm not in the department till now, but this is the beauty of the system. Till now, it is made it so beautifully and automated, so it is running smoothly from the 5-6 years. And after clicking the point, you can have the detailed report just like this. And this is basically the map-based report also. One can look on the geographical map from where the sample is taken and what are the results. On clicking this button, one can go to the live screen, and then the screen will appear, and one can view the results from the previous year, the latest sample also, and how many time it has got failed and it has got passed. That will come from this the code we have given the legend. So from the legend you can see which are the failed samples and which are the pass sample in a town. So this is the monitoring station or the control room at head office, where we use to monitor the water quality process along with other activities. And this is a detailed report how the report will be looking at. So after that we have done some. This part was about the water quality sampling and collection. So at IIT Ropar we have done the further continuation of this work, which is basically the water quality index estimation and the health risk assessment for the state. So this work is already published in the journal also. And so what we did, so as you know, basically for drinking water purpose, the water quality cannot be calculated based on the single parameter. So a single parameter, we cannot say if a sample has got failed in one parameter, so it is not for use and all. So we need to look at the broader picture for all parameters, that whether this water is useful or not. So that is the approach we call water quality index. So it gives us the overall picture. So how this approach works, this is basically we use a set of water quality parameters based on the use of water, whether drinking water, irrigation water. And after that, we calculate some index function. So this is more mathematical side. And after that, we assign some relative weight to this index. And in the end, we calculate the multiplicative aggregation. And the final WQI is calculated, which give you the single value. Based on that, you can take a call. This water is relatively fair, good, bad, or worst. So this is the technical detail. I will not be going in much details otherwise. So I will keep the overall what we did. We calculated the parametric deviation. Deviation is just like you might be knowing about the maximum contaminant limit. So as per the WHO guidelines and as per the BIS code, every parameter is given some maximum contaminant limit. For example, TDS is given a maximum contaminant limit of 500 milligram per liter. And similarly, uranium is given a limit of 30 microgram per liter. So these are basically the maximum contaminant limit for a single parameter. So what is deviation? Deviation is the amount of deviation that we are calculating from the maximum contaminant limit. For example, if a TDS is say 1500, so it will be deviating from the MCL by a difference of 1000 milligram per liter. So based on that amount of deviation, we will be calculating the subindex function and the weight. So after that, this we will be calculating the aggregated value for all parameters with the same approach, and we'll arrive at the number. So this number will be basically having the 5 classes from excellent, good quality, fair quality, poor quality, and heavily polluted. So this whole process we have applied to the state of the Punjab, where we have done this, the PWSS Bika data. So the sampling sources I am showing you, and this is the health risk assessment afterward that we have used the USEP approach to calculate the health risk assessment due to heavy elements. So health risk assessment we do in the form of this, the carcinogenic risk and non-carcinogenic risk. So these are the findings of my work. Like out of the 63 ULBs, we have classified the ULBs into the 30 ULBs we have got in the state, like the good class, and 13 in the fair class, and 20 in the poor class. So the areas which are quite heavily affected by the heavy metals, that are basically Rupnagar, Kapurthala, Jalandhar, and they have the contamination of selenium, lead, chromium, cadmium. In the area of Amritsar, we have this, and Gurdaspur, we have the arsenic contamination issue. And you might be knowing about the Malwa region of the Punjab or Southwest region, which I am highlighting it here. So this is quite famous in the literature to be known for the poor groundwater quality. And you might be surprised to look at that the drinking water quality is in the good quality here, because the department is not supplying the water from the drinking from the groundwater. So in these areas, we are supplying the water from the surface treated water. So that's why this area is categorized into the good quality class. And these are the outcome of my study, that the approach that MedQI we have used is quite well able to capture the level of pollution on the site. And the HRA that we have used, health risk assessment, the child category, we have done it for the 3 categories. One is this, the male category, female category, and child category. And the childs are more prone to the carcinogenic and non-carcinogenic risk. And the major hotspots that we have identified is Barnala, Bathinda, and Mansa for uranium, and selenium we have identified in Namashahar and Rupnagar. So this part we have used for the latest later for the mitigation technology and my PhD work also. So I think this is the end of my work, and these are the references, that these are the articles, that the whole work is taken from these articles, published articles. So thank you. This is all from my side, and you can ask some questions.
Thank you very much, Mohit Sir, for your brilliant presentation. There are 2 things. One, we cannot take all the people's questions because the time is limited. Some pertinent questions, those who wants to ask, please raise your hand. We will take one by one. Otherwise, we have shared a Google form. If more questions, if you have, then you put it in the Google form so that we can answer those questions. Thank you. Please raise your hand for any questions.
Arupji, for the benefit of all the participants, I have added the Mohit PowerPoint presentation to the content section of the WebEx VC. So it is available for download by anyone till this VC is going on. So I request everyone to download the PPT if they are interested to use that for their own work. It is available in the content section of the WebEx.
Okay, shall we ask the question, sir?
Please, one by one.
Okay. So who will start, sir? Shall I?
Yes, Bhavna ma'am, you can ask the question.
Yeah. Mohit sir, I would like to ask that because I have visited Gurdaspur district and I found that arsenic content is a little bit higher in that side. So in your analytical work, what is the content of arsenic and what is the trend of arsenic in that area? And I found that PhD has taken a lot of pain and they have given that community water purification plant also. How they are working? Have you done anything on that, sir, please?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, bilkul. Yes, perfectly.
So basically, as per my knowledge and the data analysis that I have done for from the past, we have analyzed for the past 3, 4, 5 years ka data we have analyzed, and so the finding is interesting quite. So people used to say arsenic contamination is quite high in the Punjab area. So it is basically based on the level from where you are giving the water also. The towns that we are catering in this region, or we have supplied the water. So our basically water is supplied from the deep tube wells. So the depth of tube well is around 400 feet and more. So the maximum arsenic contamination in those areas have been found around 140 to 150 ppb. Okay. So and the maximum contamination limit of the arsenic is 10 ppb. And as you are right, from basically from the department perspective, the Department of Water Supply Sanitation have used this AMRA technology, where they have nanofiltration based or some nanoparticle based
Yes.
technology they have implemented, and that are being used to provide the water. But from our department perspective, we have taken the samples from the it's not each town is having, because there are many the drinking water tube wells and the water is going in a mixed fashion. So when the water is going mixed fashion, so the dilution is happening. So in distribution network, the amount of arsenic that we have got is around 40 to 50 ppb. Hello.
Please switch off mic, Mr. Raman. Please switch off your microphone.
Oh, even I'm not getting, sir, what sir is saying, that due to that microphone only.
Bhavna ma'am, are you able to hear?
No, sir, that disturbance is over there, sir. Someone is in
Mohit sir,
between.
could you
Someone.
please repeat the answer? Mohit sir,
Something
please repeat.
I have to repeat all from the beginning.
Not from the
Mohit
beginning,
sir,
sir.
your voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking.
Let me switch off my video. So sometime due to video also the voice.
Yes.
Is it better now? Hello.
Mohit sir, your voice is not clear.
Is it better now?
That's
Yes,
better
it is
now.
clear right now.
So basically, what I was saying now. So this work we have done 3 to 4 years back. After that I have came to the PhD at IIT Ropar. So the basically analysis and the implementation of this system we have done. Right now, the department, what the remedial actions they are taking, that I was not aware of. But in the sanitation sector, I was aware that in this Amritsar and Gurdaspur region, so this nano particle based technology have been implemented for those affected regions.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I would like to say something. You have taken
Yeah, sure.
certain tube wells, certain WTP. What is the observation in your WTP? All WTP are surface water based or some are groundwater based also?
Ma'am, we have the all WTP is based on surface only, surface water.
Okay. So there may be not a big question of any pollutant of heavy metals or any
Yeah,
arsenic.
heavy metals are not there. So only the basic parameters, and we have the contamination issue of the basically the bacteriological contamination that comes from
That
the
is is easily handled. In Gurdaspur, plenty of CWPP installed. Question is that when you have served, you have collected the sample, have you gone for any sort of survey that that product water is up to the mark with that nanotechnology? Because sometimes that contain iron also and arsenic also. In that case, any study is there, sir?
Ma'am, actually, that is a different department, basically, Department of Water Supply and Sanitation. Our department deals with the urban areas. So we don't have those facilities of these plants that you are mentioning. So we primarily take
My
care of
concern
the
is with
ground.
village only. Okay.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
concern
So
is
we
with
primarily
village
deal
only.
with the urban areas, not with the. So this project was implemented in the urban areas, not in the village areas.
Fine, sir. Fine. It's okay.
Uh,
Thank you.
Mohit sir, there is a question in chat box by Komal. Sir, could you please elaborate WQI approach?
सर मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछ लूं पहले। अमित सिंह चीफ केमिस्ट हरियाणा से बोल रहा हूँ।
हाँ, प्लीज गो अहेड सर।
मोहित हेलो
अमित सर, प्लीज गो अहेड।
सर प्लीज।
सर ये कोई बीच में बोल रहे हैं, आवाज नहीं आ रही। मोहित जी आपको आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ सर, मुझे आपकी आवाज बिल्कुल आ रही है।
आपका आवाज एकदम क्लियर है अमित जी।
जी मोहित जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है, मैं आपसे मिला भी था उस टाइम जब
हाँ, मुझे याद है सर।
क्या था
दिल्ली में मिले थे सर।
कि बेसिकली जो जेजेएम है, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रूरल जो करती है, वो ये चाह रही है कि हम लैब्स को इंडिपेंडेंस दें, और यहाँ पे सैम्पलिंग इज द मेन इसका जो कंपोनेंट है। अगर सैंपल ही ठीक नहीं आएगा तो सारा जो भी हम टेस्टिंग कर रहे हैं वो गलत है। तो आपका इसमें क्या एक्सपीरियंस था, क्योंकि जो वाटर सप्लाई के जिम्मेदार लोग हैं वही सैंपल ले रहे हैं, तो क्या वो सैंपल ठीक आते थे?
So basically, as per my observation, what we have done. So first of all, before starting this whole work, we have given the training to the sampling guys. So, and the sampling person are not changed. So from the beginning, those sampling persons are being used for this work. ठीक है सर। तो हमने सबसे पहले क्या किया कि जो आपकी बात बिल्कुल ठीक है कि अगर आपका सैंपल ही ठीक तरीके से कलेक्ट नहीं होगा तो आपके रिजल्ट तो गलत आएंगे। तो हमने सबसे पहले उनको ट्रेनिंग दी लैब के अंदर कि आपने सैंपल कैसे कलेक्ट करना है, बॉटल्स को कैसे वॉश करना है, कैसे आपने उसके बीच में प्रिजर्व करने के लिए एसिड डालना है।
हाँ वो पार्ट ठीक है। मेरा मेन क्वेश्चन ये है कि आपने जो अपना स्ट्रक्चर दिखाया, एसटी, क्वालिटी कंट्रोल, वाटर क्वालिटी और सारा जो भी है, उसमें वो लैब का कहीं रोल नहीं था पर्सनल का। तो
let me answer. I'm intervening. Your question is very good. I think Mohit is not getting your question properly. In fact, you are hitting the nail on the head. The person who are responsible to operate the water supply scheme, he is collecting the sample. Then there is always a risk he may be manipulating the sample and not giving the exact sample which you are testing. So that's why the civil board, when we were implementing the system, we introduced a separate team, independent team, which was working under the guidance and supervision of the exchange water quality. So it was not under the control of the operation engineers who were operating the water supply scheme. It was a separate position was created at the head office who were looking after the sample collection. Regarding lab, so labs were anonymous because labs are getting the sample from this team. This team was independent team. Their sampling roster was also fixed independently by the exchange headquarters, who is basically in charge of the water quality division. And this separation of was there. The people who were operating the scheme were never put on their duty. And as Mohit has mentioned, that those were the permanent teams. There was one mobile application. From their application, when they used to log in that application, they used to get their duty roster. So which scheme do you have to go, what sample they have to collect. But it was a totally entirely different team. And I agree with you, the person who is operating the water supply scheme is collecting the sample. There is always a risk he may be manipulating the sample in his favor.
जी sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, can I ask, please?
Please, Dr. B. Sivaraman, please go ahead.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah, namaskar to everybody. And it is a very good presentation, I must say that. And I have two questions. One question is, And is there any policy options from your research? That's the number one question. And the second question, I also visited Barnaula district of Punjab. And you may be aware, Mr. Vermaji, that cancer train, Bathinda to Bikaner.
Yeah,
And what is your comment on that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, basically, if you are asking me about this, the first question, the policy option.
Yeah.
So what we have done, we have implemented the monitoring platform. So from the monitoring platform, the department is first developing the database. And once the database is developed, because earlier, prior to start of this activity, there was no database available which can tell you where is the contamination, how much is the contamination, and what are the seasonal variation in the contamination. So with the help of this 5-year or 6-year work that we have started in 2019, we have a quite good database that can tell the seasonal variation of the contaminations and the how this contamination is getting migrated also. So based on that, the policies are based on the availability of fund also. So a bit information I have about the department, like because I have moved out of from the department from last 3 years, and prior to that there was the surface water scheme getting implemented for these areas, specifically for Barnala and for the Jalandhar region. What is the current status of that I don't know, but yeah, department was making the policy to give these areas the water from the surface water treated water. And the second question about this the cancer issue, as my research is purely on this uranium contamination only, so we are here working in IIT Ropar for the various mitigation technologies also. So we cannot say that directly like it's a correlation of cancer because cancer have quite many attributes. So uranium, one can say like uranium is one of the reason. It can happen due to some other like the emerging contaminants also, chromium also, some lead waste also. So you have to look into all aspects before commenting on the cancer issue, whether it is due to these the heavy metals or it is due to some other contaminants also. So this type of work is one report is there which was given to NGT also by High Court. It was done 4 or 5 years back. It was done by the PGI doctors. And what was the outcome of that survey, that I don't know, because I know that this type of one work was done by the PGI for the assessment of this Barnala region and the Bathinda region about the cancer survey. But the final outcome, what was the status of that report, I was not aware of.
Okay. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Any more questions?
Sir, I would like to request Ashfaq sir. Sir, Arup sir.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Ishfaq sir, actually Mohit sir has surveyed the things with urban area, but the model he used, that lat long and that QR code we can implement for our laboratory in rural sector, and that will be beneficial in our JJM mission, sir. What I found from this one. Second thing regarding this contaminant, so we have to check the performance of CWPP and regular monitoring with the trend analysis. We have to go for that. This conclusion I got from today's presentation of Mohit sir. Thank you, sir. This is up to you, sir, now.
Madam Bhavna, basically, I retired from the Department of Water Space Sanitation as MD in the month of September 2023. Till then, since I was looking after the JJM, till then we were monitoring the performance of all those CWPPs which were having installed in the water belt of the Punjab, especially in the districts of Gurdaspur and Amritsar. So till then they were functioning very fine, and because we have built in provision of O&M contract to the original vendor. So till the vendor is there, I'm very confident those plants are well maintained and delivering the arsenic-free water. The risk is once that original vendor is gone, then you need to quickly hand over the work to a person who is equally competent to maintain those plots, because all these CWPs are very, very sensitive to the maintenances. If the maintenance is very bad, you're right, then they deliver the bad quality water also. But till I don't know the data right now, but maybe our water quality team who is dealing with the rural water supply at Chandigarh, they have all the data where they are monitoring the CWPs. In fact, the payment to the O&M contractor was linked to the satisfactory clearness of water samples, and we used to send up an independent lab there also, mobile lab, to collect the water samples and get them analyzed for the arsenic. This is one question. Second point, your question regarding lat long feature and using mobile application. Yes, I have discussed the matter with the director, SPM Nivas, and other officers also, because he's looking after the water quality also. He was also quite keen that we can develop this kind of mobile application for the entire country, or we can develop a model application. Then it can be configured by the states as per their need. But we need to have a system where samples are collected, because the challenge is labs are doing their good work, they're analyzing the samples, but nobody is there to monitor and analyze them. So right now, what is happening? Labs are issuing paper reports. Then their paper report has to be published by somebody in the WQMS portal of the Government of India. The states have their own portals. Then somebody has to look into that. But if we automate a system like Mr. Mohit has done, then everything is there. Everything is there, which can be monitored and analyzed. I think if I can there is the screen. Even the dashboard which he has prepared, I think still working. I was just checking. The dashboard which is prepared by Mr. Mohit to monitor the water quality sample, that's still working. So that means if Mr. Mohit is not there, and if the system is right now working, the system is quite robust. And this kind of dashboard can be analyzed. I'm trying to access the website again. And put a very participant want to share the live dashboard from the Sewerage Board website, which they are using right now also. So that kind of dashboard can be developed for the. So I'm trying to share the. Yes, just give me a second. So this will be helpful. Water quality surveillance. Yes, it is there. So I think I will be able to share it now. Yes. It is there. Yes. The dashboard is visible to anyone?
Hello.
Yeah, sir. It's visible.
So this is the live dashboard, which is available at the Sewerage. This kind of dashboard can be developed for the state also. We can create the instances for the states. Now you can see they are using this dashboard till today also. So this kind of dashboard we can develop for the or sample dashboard or typical dashboard for the entire country. Then the states can be given the flexibility to configure the dashboard and other things as per their own requirement. And that's all.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bhavna ma'am, can I make one request? Actually, there is a Google form we have made. We had given in this chat box. So what I request to you and other participants also, such kind of policy level questions if you put there, so that will help us to prepare our documentations to put up to our JJM board. Like sir is saying about the app, lat long based app and location of the laboratory. So this will help us to frame our ideas also. So please use that Google form in the chat box and put your questions in a bigger form. Thank you very much. Any other questions?
This is Narendran calling from Vellore District Laboratory.
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are audible.
Can I proceed, sir?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah, this is long time. Actually, this is my question long term. What it is this question is relevant to a sample with medically. If a creature or any reptile or any other creature which died in the OHTs, after that, that OHT sample, that water has been treated by a reverse osmosis process, which just I want to know whether will it cause any toxic to the human body or not? Because this question is many customers, they are seeking to me recently.
First of all, it's basically you are asking is totally mitigation ka question, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. First of all, I have worked with the so reverse osmosis process is what we believe that it removes every type of particles and every type of ions also.
Yeah,
And
fine, sir.
what you are saying, the microbiologies or those viruses have the bigger size as compared to the ions.
Yeah.
So there is no chance that those particles or microorganisms will pass from the membrane.
So recently, a creature, a bird and a reptile, a rodent, was died in a OHT, and the person have drank. A family, four of them have drank, and one was very sick, and one was died, and remaining was normally reported to the hospital. But according to me, but still I had the doubt how it is and how is it possible for drinking this sample.
Because when we look at the size of the filtration, because the size of pores in the reverse osmosis that is so small that any microorganism or any this suspended particles or the bacteria will not be able to pass.
Exactly, sir.
Sir,
I had a
have
concern.
Any other questions?
Sir, this is not a question. This is an opinion about the question that was asked by the previous speaker.
Could you please be louder, Sushil sir? Could you please be a little bit louder?
Yeah, definitely. This is not a question, sir. This is a sort of opinion to the question asked by the previous speaker, who asked about the death of some person in OHT or some rodents in the water body.
Exactly, sir.
Sir, I have worked in a forensic science department,
कल कितने बजे?
wherein I came across a
सर कोई पे
situation.
गया क्या?
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, it's audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Wherein
चौबे
I
साहब
came across a
थोड़ा तेज बोलिए, आवाज कम आ रही है. You are not audible
आवाज कम आ रही
completely.
है? अच्छा, जोर से बोलता हूँ. ठीक है, अभी बोलता हूँ. मैं कुछ समय फोरेंसिक साइंस डिपार्टमेंट में रहा हूँ, तो मुझे वहाँ पे एक अनुभव मिला जो यहाँ पे रिलेवेंट लग रहा है, इस आपके प्रश्न से संबंधित लग रहा है. वो ये है कि जब कोई भी ऑर्गेनिक मैटर डिकम्पोज होता है या उसकी डेथ होती है, कोई व्यक्ति हो या कोई रोडेंट हो, तो उसके बाद उसका डिकम्पोजिशन स्टार्ट होता है. और वो जब डिकम्पोजिशन स्टार्ट होता है तो कुछ प्रोटीन्स बनते हैं. वो प्रोटीन इट्स भी सफिशिएंट होते हैं अपना सिग्नेचर एग्जिबिट करने के लिए. So when in this situation, when a person had died in an overhead tank or in any water body, in that case, the protein generated by after the decomposition of those bodies itself was enough to make the poisonous effect. So of course, RO is not adequate treatment for this purpose. So they will have to firstly evacuate complete water body, means vacate the water tank, and then flush it thoroughly with superchlorination and repeatedly, and then only start supply once they ensure that such issues are not there. Sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Nice explanation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anyone else wants to have some questions? You can use our Google form for any kind of comments or questions. It will help us for further, developing certain other, webinar, and also to help us to our reporting to Jal Jeevan Mission in different aspects, so that the situation, we can use it as a very dynamic learning situation on these things. Ishfaq sir, our advisor, had left for a meeting, so can I request our Saikia sir to close the meeting if there is no question? Over to Saikia sir.
Oh yeah, Mr. Khan. Actually, one more thing that we have already uploaded the presentation in content section also. So anybody is interested can download it all. And it is very much, as you say, that as it is very much important for us that the Google form. So I request all participants, as many as can, to fill up the form for feedback, for any question. And that question will communicate with Mr. Mohit Verma and try to send it to the participant in due course. So it is really a wonderful presentation, and we want SPM Nivas want to continue these sorts of webinar in future also. So it's a request to you all, if you want to participate, you want to showcase something, some about your good practices, you can contact us for presenting such topic in our webinar. And thank you very much for your presentation. I hope that we are enriched with the findings of Mr. Mohit Verma. Thank you very much. Now this webinar is closed. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. And
Thank you.
if anybody have any other question, they can send an email also. I will reply.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, this is Narendra, and again I'm coming line. Only one request, this is not a question. Whenever our meeting conducts means, is there any possibilities to interact in the same language in English itself? This will be very useful to the person who don't know Hindi. That's my request. Right.